Good morning. Welcome back to Purdum Projects. Today, I want to introduce you to our newest member of the fleet, Cherry. This is our new family vehicle. It is a 2003 Yukon extra large Denali flavor, courtesy of General Motors Company. Family's getting bigger. I'm getting bigger. Need something to fit in a little bit better, is what I'm saying. So here she sits, third row seating, rear AC, fancy wheels, new tires. I really like this color here. Need to look up the paint code on it, but let me show you a little closer what we're working with here. So this is a nice looking rig here. Just needs a little update. Maybe a new set of eyes. I don't know if I'm going to clean these up or maybe get an updated set. I'll let the wife decide because this is really hers, let's be honest. You can tell it was a family car, but I mean, it is super straight. Not a lot of dents or scratches. Tinted windows. Just a nice unmolested vehicle. It's really hard to find them this nice. She's got, you know, she's got a few miles on her. But I will take your well-maintained high mileage vehicles over your low miles neglected vehicles any day of the week. And that is a fact, Jack. I'll show you the interior here. I mean, for 2003, this girl here was state of the art. Heated seats, lumbar, center console. I mean, look at that thing. You could put 12-pack your favorite brew in there. I mean, look, sunroof. I mean, what else do you want? It's here. It's got it. Got the dual car seat action in here. I mean, look, it's got a TV. You know, this is actually really the dad option. So when the wife's at, you know, TJ Maxx or Dollar General, I can be watching my favorite TV shows back here or playing a video game with the boys. But interior is exceptional. I've got a little spot on the headliner here. You know, because the headliner's having to support this 20-pound TV. So, gotta fix that. Really, I don't have a big list on this one. Yeah, you see that door panel. We're going to get to that in just a minute. But I really like this Yukon. I like these generation of Suburbans and Yukons. Oh, looks like the wife's already been doing wife things here. Don't mind that. You can see the door panel's off. And that's because she, you know, she raised her hand and said, hey, my back door hurts a little bit. I need some love. So this video is going to be about fixing this window regulator. And when I went to go look at the vehicle, all the windows rolled up and down fine. This one rolled down and then didn't want to ever roll back up. So I pulled the door panel off and I'll show you how that comes off. It's actually a really good design. But the problem is on most windows that I've worked on, whether you have manual or power, they either have a scissor mechanism, kind of like the manual windows do. You roll them up with your hand and then electric motor replaces your hand movement. So it's kind of like a scissor style, or on this one, you have like a linkage cable style. And the problem I found, it's kind of hard to see, but there's these plastic sheets that kind of hold this cable in there. And this one's busted. And then I believe there is one, yeah, one right here that I don't even know where it is now. But it's supposed to be one up in there. I think, yeah, there it is. There it is. So that one Let's see how it's snapped. It's supposed to hold in here, and it's basically designed to move this cable inside that sheath, and that's what raises and lowers this regulator, which in return brings the window up and down. So right now I've just got her fixed in with some locking pliers, so you know, don't get rain in here. I hate always seeing the trash bags that are duct taped to the outside, and then you take them out and you got all that nasty goop. If you can do it and know how, just, you know, something like that works perfect. You can keep the window up, it looks good from the outside, and it'll buy you enough time to get the part in order to fix it. So I got this off Amazon. It's like 50 bucks. It comes with the motor. You can buy them without the motor, but I don't know why you would, unless you're just, you know, really brave, because I guarantee you reuse that motor and you'll be in here in another month, because the motor's gonna go out. Just replace it all together. It comes together. It's easy to do. Yeah, you can save a couple bucks, but I mean, come on, let's be real. So I'll show you how to get that door panel out, and then we'll start ripping that thing out and fix on it, and hopefully I don't have any other problems. The only other thing on the list that you'll probably see on the channel is brakes. They're a little spongy, not bad, but she's got dinner plate brakes on all four corners, so they're pretty easy to replace. That, headlights, little interior work, and I don't really know what else to do besides clean it. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so if you're just starting with the door panel on, and I wanted to show this, but I got excited, jumped ahead, thought I could fix it. You know, I had the thought that it would be an easy fix, and I keep telling myself that it's never the case. But anyway, so if you're starting with the door panel on, GM had a really good idea. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. So you got a bolt down here at the bottom right corner, and there's a bolt right there at the edge of that armrest. You take those two out, the lock mechanism just pops right out. You can pry from the back side. You have a little cover here that you can pry really anywhere around it. Here's probably the best area. Just be careful with it. And once you get those out, you just pull straight up and the door panel just comes out. There's none of those demonic little plastic clips, nothing crazy. And of course you got to disconnect your light and your power window switch, and then it just comes right out, and that's what you're left with. I know I'm the first one that's been in this door because it had the moisture paper on it. I ripped it out. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna put it back in, probably not. So just doing a preliminary exam here. Looks like there's a bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, and bolt here. And then of course you got to unplug your window motor, and then these nuts here kind of act as a clamp for the window. See, it's kind of got these like rubber grommets, so that sandwiches the glass in these little ears of the regulator. So I think first step is I'm gonna secure the glass by using some masking tape, because these are gonna have to come out. And then theoretically, speaking in theory here, should be able to take these bolts out, break my arm in here, scratch my hand up, bleed everywhere, and then get this out and then replace the new one. That's what I'm thinking. So shouldn't be too bad, which I probably just jinxed it saying that, but we're gonna tackle it. Probably set you up over here and watch the show. Alrighty, gotta secure the window so I don't break the glass, because then we'd be moving backwards, and I don't really want to move backwards. So I'm going to use way too much tape. Don't use duct tape. You can use packing tape. This is the first thing I found, so naturally I'm going to use it. Once you disconnect this regulator, you're just going to be free floating in there. One more for the girls back home. Yeah. It should be good, maybe. Probably not. We'll see. Hope for the best. And let's get started. Pretty sure all these bolts are 10 M&M flavor. Get out of here. Alright. I guess I'm going to start disconnecting these locking pliers and see if the glass stays up. Get out of there. Okay. That seems decent. Okay, that's a good sign. That one broke free. Actually a pretty good design. I say so myself. Glass is still up, so that's a win. Drop the hardware in my formula bucket here. Now tell me you have a small child without telling me you have a small child. Get you out of here. Some of these interior pieces in the box. I'm gonna need another bowl. Add that to the list. A shop is soon to come. This ain't something with a fan. Plug the window motor. Check. Corner one almost got me. Forgot about you. Okay. Loose, that's good. Time for retirement. Okay. Not a bad design. I've seen worse. Yes, I have. Now I want to look at the new part, make sure it's somewhere in the neighborhood close to the part that came out. And then we'll just do the reverse of that. Comparing the new pieces, everything looks very similar. This is a nice little setup. I think like 50 bucks shipped to the door off the Amazon website. Some people call it Amazon, I call it Amazon, as you can literally get almost anything off there. The only issue I see is the window motor pigtail is not the same. I mean, the plug may fit in there. I haven't tried that yet. I'm not sure. Maybe to fit more models, it is something like that. That's not a big issue. Worst case, I can and wire my own shit in, but we'll see. Everything else looks accurate, but there's really only one way to find out. You see how these are fixed in here? And that looks like a much better design. You gotta think, I mean, this thing, what, 21 years? 21 plus 3, yeah, 2024. So, I mean, it's stood the test of time. And there could have been some kid back here that just constantly was rolling the window up and down. Or maybe all these other ones have been replaced and I'm catching up on this one. So, either way, no big deal. Now for the fun part, to remove all the skin off my hand, break my arm, get it installed. Usually assembly is a little bit more harder than disassembly. Disassembly. So now we gotta sneak you in here. How do I want to do this? Good job, General Motors. It is not bad at all. Okay, so you go there, you go here, you go there, something like that. Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna start a couple of these nuts. Kind of get her locked in here. I don't know what the book time is on this. No way this is going to be that easy. I'll never get that lucky. Builds character though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So those are in. Now for these ears, how I'm going to do that, so I'm going to loosen them up. And then once everything else is cinched up, I'm going to roll the window up. And that'll kind of send those ears right on the glass. And once it's seated, torque them down, but be careful. Since that clamps on that glass, you don't want to put your ugga-dugga on there because you're just going to blow the glass apart, and then you'll be doing this again. Okay. Let's see if this pigtail fits. It does. guess today's just my day. Get all these cinched up here. Those feel good. I'm gonna cinch those up. Set my ratchet to finish mode. These you can probably tighten up decently well, but don't go crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna loosen up the ears. Kind of break them free a little bit so when I do roll it up, they'll go right on home. One thing I'm going to do, I think would be easier, is to hook this switch up here. That way I can kind of watch them as they go. Turn the key on here. Got the ignition hot. Let's see, maybe if this will. Oh, see him? Watch him. Alright. Looks like this one's gonna make contact first. Nope, I lied. That one is. Okay. So, a couple clicks. That looks good. Good contact on there. Good contact on this one. So now I'm gonna snug these up. I don't want to go crazy. Just want to get them where they're decently snugged. That looks decent. Now, see if I can pull this tape off. Be careful with the paint here. Easy. Get the rest of this off. Got the tape off. Now let's see if the window comes crashing down or not. And blast off. Oh yeah. Like butter. Like butter. Alright. It is door panel time. I think these are all 7mm maybe. If my brain serves me right, which it probably doesn't. See if I remember how this goes back together. I think I've got to put the switch window switch in first, and then there's a little something that helps hold it in. Yeah. This piece here I think helps hold something in. There's 2 screws on the back. This may actually sit here. Does that look right? Yeah, that's probably right. Okay. So 2 short screws for the window switch. You know, I've removed, I don't know, a couple hundred door panels in my time. I'm a fan of this style. It seems pretty sturdy. Everything's pretty simple. You don't have to really pry or yell, cuss, scream at it. Alright, I think that's it. We'll put the bulb in here. That still works. I was going to replace it, but I only have LED ones and I have to replace all of them, and that'll be for another day. Stand back up here. Maybe kneel. Just lights. Yeah, maybe stand. Oh. Okay. I got the window switch thing. Okay. I guess those screws don't hold that in. I thought they did. Okay. Pops in there, lights on. Goes up. The door handle in here. Whew, sweat rag. Oh. It's like it's raining out here, but it's not. Just me sweating. Okay. Feel seated. Feel seated. Okay. That's good. Then sink these screws in here. These are 2 pretty long screws, 7mm. If you're wondering, you may not be. But if you're watching this video to learn how to replace a window regulator, it's probably the easiest one I've ever done. Not that I've done all of them out there. I've done a few. Are you too good for your home? Okay, screws are in. Panel is on there. Feels good. Bring it up a little bit. Yep, professionally detailed with the sweat rag. And I believe towards the back. Huh? It's in there. I really want to detail this one with some good products. I'm a fan of spray away stuff, but I've never used their interior detailer. So if you've got any good recommendations on some good interior cleaner, go ahead and comment that, because I don't really know what I want to do. I don't want anything super greasy, just something to give it a nice little shine and to protect it. Alright, that looks like it's done. Now for the final test, see if it still works after you reassemble it. Where are my keys? There they are. Money. Whew. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you liked it. Hope you learned a lot. It's an easy project. Don't be afraid of it. Didn't even cut myself. I mean, I was inside the door with these Godzilla paws, and I'm good. So really not that bad. I assume the front doors are more the same. If you want to see more on this vehicle, let me know. We'll do some other stuff. We'll do brakes, full brake job, detailing, headlights, some other goodies. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Purdum out.